6:14, time now for business news, and we say good morning to Mike Eppel with the latest in business. Good morning, Mike.
Hello, Tammie. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, thank you.
Excellent. The TTC, this is a very interesting story. I did not know about this. They are saying that hybrid work is going to be costing them a lot of money, and it's funny the reasons behind it. Tell me that.
Well, basically because fewer people are using transit to come into the downtown core, maybe coming in 1, 2, or 3 days a week, and it's for a multitude of reasons, not just for the convenience of working at home, but because people watch the traffic report and go, do I want to put up with that? Or they listen to the news regarding the TTC and delays and potentially safety issues, and they say, do I want to put up with that? So they stay home. Now, the problem with this is that this is costing the TTC a whole lot of money and lost revenue, an estimated $350 million for next year already. They're forecasting this to continue. So it's the chicken and the egg. You lose business, you lose revenue because fewer people are using the transit because the service isn't maybe as reliable as it should be, or it's overcrowded or what have you. So it just is this spiraling effect. Do you have to bump up the service? Do you have to spend more money to get people back on transit and out of their cars and coming back into the city? It's a big problem here for policymakers and the folks at the head of the TTC trying to figure this conundrum out, which was caused certainly by the pandemic, but then has had, you just watch the traffic and all of the construction downtown, and building the Ontario line is going to make it even more difficult to get more transit built, of course, but in the short term, there's going to be all sorts of traffic headaches in the downtown going forward.
Yeah, and that's all as they try to dig themselves out of this hole that the pandemic caused as well with the TTC. Yeah. Let's move on to movie theaters now. So I don't know if I would do this. Tiered seating. Are you going to pay more to get that premium seat, or do you just get to the theater a little earlier?
Well, here's the thing. The movie theater companies are trying to make money wherever they can because the past couple of years have been pretty difficult. You've already got the pod seating, the luxury seats in some of the theaters, which are more expensive, and your areas where you can actually have wine and beer served at your seat. So that's one dynamic pricing level, so to speak. But AMC in the United States is calling this sight lines, where if you want the middle seat in the theater, the ones with the best view of the big screen, you have to pay more. If you're sitting right up in the front row, you're going to pay less. So tiered pricing. I mean, we've seen this in sporting events and other places. So I'm not really surprised that they're going for this, Tammie. It's just a question of how much more do you want to pay, as opposed to sit right in the middle or on the aisle or what have you.
I just hate when you have to pay extra for something that was already there and that you got included in your price. You know what I mean? It's like when they start charging you for luggage on your first piece of luggage on a flight. Well, what am I going to do? I need to check something.
That though isn't supply and demand with the luggage issue, but if it's a finite thing, a theater ticket or what have you, it's no different than going to see a play or a musical or what have you. The closer you are to the theater, to the stage, the higher you pay. If you're up in the
I just don't like it because we were able to sit wherever we wanted before. I don't like this extra charge. Anyway, that's just me.
Okay.
That's just me. Bed Bath & Beyond.
Yes.
Again, one of these meme stocks you've been talking about for a while now, again, escaping bankruptcy by this much.
Yeah, well, Bed Bath & Beyond shares yesterday jumped 100%. They doubled in value. And incidentally, AMC rallied as well. It was so over the top with the trading on these meme stocks, the ones that are on Reddit, that, we talked about this when the retail trade was all in the market. They had trading halts on these yesterday because it was just so extreme. Anyway, Bed Bath & Beyond doubled in value. What do? They go and say, oh, hey, you want our shares? We'll issue $1 billion worth of stock. There you go. Let's take advantage of this, and we'll pay our creditors. So they avoid a Chapter 11 bankruptcy filing, which has been talked about for much of this year so far. What does that do to the fine folk who bought stock in Bed Bath & Beyond yesterday? Oh, the share price this morning is down 34%.
Oops.
Oh, well. Like, you can see it coming a mile away. I don't understand. But again, it's a momentum trade. You try to be the first one out, not the last one in, or something of that nature.
Right. You're riding the wave, but you got to get off at a certain time, right?
Yes. And if you can do that, good on you. If not,
sorry, took the chance. Took the chance.
Yeah.
We're out of time, Mike. But thank you
right.
for this Tuesday morning. We will chat with you tomorrow morning.
Thank you.